Hello, friends. Welcome. Thanks for joining us today. We hope you're well and blessed, enjoying this beautiful day. And we wanted to pop on and talk about the feeling of abundance, feeling energetically in your spirit and in your being, really embodying abundance now.
Totally. It's a problem that a lot of people are having these days of just feeling as though the outer circumstances are controlling how they feel instead of creating the reality that they want. And so what we really want is to find a way to shift that you're looking at what seems to be into what do I want to feel? What do I want to think? How do I want my life to be? And so that's really the topic today. We just wanted to pop on and say, if you're having trouble shifting, then that's what we want to help you with. So first of all, we did talk about this a little bit yesterday. When you look at the bank account and it doesn't show what you want it to show, do you go into this is what I don't want, or do you go into here's what I do want? Because if you're not shifting into what you do want, you're including what you don't want into your vibe, and that's causing a whole bunch of challenges. So it's infiltrating the vibration you're sending to the universe, and so it gets this mixed message.
Absolutely. They talk about it in The Secret, actually, whiting out the total and putting in the total you desire to have in your bank account. And to add to that, really celebrating that amount that you're desiring, because all things aren't possible. We live in an abundant world. There's an abundance of all good that already exists. Massive amounts of money are being exchanged right now, right now, right now. And there's more than enough for all of us. There's more than enough for me and you and for everyone. So doesn't it feel so much better to think and feel and believe in that way? And that really is the key. What kind of thoughts are you having? What do you believe? I think we talked about this yesterday too. You cannot receive more than you believe you can receive.
Yes.
So if
that's
you think
huge.
that $1 million is too much money, it's really not. And open up to all things being possible. Open up to receiving. And in order to do that, check your beliefs. If you're having, so what blocks people from being able to receive, right? It blocks the flow when you're having doubt, when you're having thoughts of doubt, when you're having a lack-minded focus, like I never have enough, or, negative thoughts about receiving money. And there's a lot of, and abundance covers all topics, an abundance of love, an abundance of joy. So if you're feeling a lack of love, love always exists in abundance from within you and all around us. But there can be a block to the flow of it based on the thoughts and beliefs that you're holding to. So it's really key to identify, some of the common ones. Even Joe Vitale always talks about money's dirty, money's bad, money's evil, right? Like we've heard all those, and you've heard different things throughout your life that are like, pre-programmed data about money, or there's plenty of songs that have pre-programmed data about love and relationships, or it could be old experiences, old situations and stories that you have replaying in your subconscious. And so all of that can block the flow, but you can flip that. How do you prefer to believe? What do you prefer to feel? I prefer to feel abundant, to notice the abundance of nature all around us. And I don't know if you've ever sat outside in the evening and just felt the vibration of nature, like hear the vibration and feel it. It's so abundant. We must have a massive amount of crickets around here because the vibration, you
Oh,
can literally feel it when you sit outside in
yeah.
your spirit. So nature is abundant. There's an abundance of money. There's an abundance of amazing people to meet, fun times to have, really tuning into the feeling of the abundance of all good that already exists and noticing it and feeling that appreciation. That can really help you to align energetically to feeling it.
You know what I think is part of the problem or the challenge is that what we started out with, when people are focusing on the outer, they are depending on the outer to tell them how to feel.
Mm.
And this is not discounting the nature thing, because sitting in nature is actually going within. So it creates a feeling of connection to the divine, to nature, to the earth, to the abundance. So right now, a lot of people feel disenfranchised, disconnected. There's a lot of confusion. And the only way to really get back to what you want to feel and believe is to turn all that off.
Mm.
And if you're busy always watching the news or always online or always waiting for the next thing to come along that will inspire you, you've lost your own personal power to those things. And so, here we sit and we're talking about this amazing feeling. And I bet there are people out there who are saying, oh, come on, how the heck do you get to that feeling? I mean, you guys are airy fairy. I think there are people who are so admired in all that's going on in the world. And understandably so. This is not about put down or you should or why can't you. It's not about that. It's how do we help you to get from depending on the outer circumstances for how you feel to creating your inner circumstances for how you feel. And so that's really what this is about. And if you are really shaky right now with abundance, with prosperity, with joy, then how often are you tuning into yourself? And this is why I wanted to talk about when I know something is going to manifest, and it does, it is an absolute internal experience of, yes, this is real, without anything outer showing me that it's real. It's just real in here. I can feel it. So what I invite you to do is to identify what it is you want, and then what is the feeling behind it, and where inside you do you feel it? And what Melissa was saying is, if it's hard for you to believe in $1 million, can you believe in $1,000? Start there. Can you believe in $100? Whatever is possible in your gut is the first thing to focus on. And then once you get that, and I'm not saying once the money comes, I'm saying once you get that feeling, can you affirm this or something better, and then go to $1,000, and then go to $5,000, and keep upping the ante on what you believe you can accept and receive, and then keep translating it into a feeling. And if at some point that feeling becomes not quite sure, just back it down. Back it down until you can. So the universe will prove out to you. You may get, a $20, you may find $20 on the ground and celebrate that and go, oh, it's working. That's evidence. It's working. I got $20. if you can't celebrate $20, then how are you going to celebrate 1,000? Because it's all the same.
Absolutely. And we should celebrate way more in life.
Yeah.
Celebrating and feeling appreciation feels so good. Sometimes I can tune into the feeling of abundance by just looking around my home, thinking of all that we have, all that we're blessed with, and really just taking time to feel energetically. For me, it's like a heart space, and then it kind of becomes like goosebumps all over.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it just feels so good to feel appreciation
Yeah.
and be in that space of loving and blessing everything and everyone, and loving and blessing all that we have, and just celebrating it. And I love to celebrate. Every time I receive money, I clap and do a little money dance to have fun and really
That's so
celebrate
cool.
it. Yeah. And, you know, the kids get a kick out of it. They've learned to join me and have some fun with it. And, you know, it's so fun to celebrate. And when we celebrate the little things and the everyday things and feel appreciation for the everyday stuff, it's so easy to take for granted sometimes because we get used to what we already have, right?
Mhm.
So like you said, it's all about going within and really taking that time to be intentional about your focus. It always comes back to your power to focus and choose what you focus on.
Yeah.
And when you're focused on what you don't have, that creates resistance for what you do desire. So opening up to feel appreciation for all that is good and celebrate it puts you in alignment for the energy of receiving as well, because everything you desire will feel good to receive. So aligning your actual energy feeling to the good you desire opens up the portal for more.
Totally.
So I'm celebrating that today. It's been a beautiful time chatting. The topic of abundance is so exciting to me. I have seen so many amazing things manifest in my life by aligning to the energy of appreciation, thanking in advance, and celebrating. And this is all possible for you too, friends, to really tap into the feeling of it. And doesn't it just enrich the experience of life?
Totally. Totally does. Totally. Just having the feeling is adds to the joy of life.
It
Would
does.
you rather feel good or feel bad? Which
Yes.
would you rather?
And clearly we love to feel good.
Yeah, clearly we do. And we hope it's infectious. We hope that you pick up on this good feeling and that you amp it up for yourself. That's the thing is, how many things can you feel good about? If it's not money today, feel good about whatever you can feel good about. Be appreciating what you can appreciate today. And focus on that. Let that be what helps you to feel good. And pretty soon you'll be able to transfer it over to money, abundance, love, whatever it is. So thanks for joining us.
Yes, thank you so much. We hope this has blessed you, and we're expecting great things with and for you all, always saying a blessing over you.